Welcome to Caribbean Olga. There's a lot in this video to unleash. Let's get into it. Hit the like bell as you come onto the page. Thank you. So in the wake of the S.A allegations that's going on with Puff Daddy and Jamie Foxx. Now, currently there's no lawsuit filed against Aaron Hall, but there's a videotape that's making its round all over the internet about him talking mad-ish about young girls. But before I get to that videotape, I want to talk about Gloria Velez, okay? She was a girlfriend of his when she was only 16 years old. He said he took her by the hand and took her in a hotel and had mad sex with her. But she put out a tape, a throwback tape. This is way back in the day, where she talks about him negotiating her life because in the music industry, you have to sacrifice a life. This is what she said. Listen, I thought this was all rumors for years. That's what I've always been hearing. But now she validates it. And she says, yes, her life was going to be sacrificed and he had to negotiate for her life. Let's take a listen to her first and then we're going to get to this tape about Aaron Hall. Guys, don't forget as you come onto the page, hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Also, don't forget to put on your notification bell for any new videos I may drop.
So many things that I would never forget our conversation, ever forget our conversation about this industry. I mean, me being 17 and all this is in front of me, and it's a wow factor, you know, all these celebrities and, you know, the studio and video shoots, and this man is so deeply spiritual, so connected with, you know, himself. And
so the person she's talking about here is Tupac.
Connected with, you know, himself and the worldly things that are going on. He just knew so much, and I'm grateful that I got that opportunity to have with him. And then we met up with Aaron after I got my nails and, you know, hair done. We went to the hotel, and Aaron's extra, you know, stressed and pacing back and forth, and him and Pop start talking. So he's extra mean, extra just everything, and I felt like there was something going on. It's more than just business. To let you know, allegedly, when he was, you know, going to this meeting, he was...
So what she's saying here is that she was doing her hair and nails. Aaron Hall went to a meeting. When he came back pissed off and irritated and was just snapping on her.
So to let you know, allegedly, when he was, you know, going to this meeting, he was kind of pleading for my life, you know.
So what she's pretty much saying is that this meeting that he went to was a meeting for him to agree to sacrifice her life. And that's part of, I guess, what he signed up for. Is this a cult, folks? Drop it in the comment section and tell me if the music business is a cult. Why would he plead for her life in an industry meeting if it's not a cult? That's what she said. She found out that he was pleading for her life when he came back from this meeting. Did he owe people money? Maybe, and they decided to just do away with her as payment just to hurt him? I don't know. But this is very cult-ish. Don't you agree? Drop it in the comment section. It's either one or two things. It's either a cult or the mafia. Maybe Hollywood or the music industry is kind of a mafiosa type of dealing that, you know, that's how they run it. Like the mob. That's what it sounds like also. Maybe Aaron Hall owes somebody in the music industry, the one that higher ups a lot of money, and they say, listen, you're going to pay us or you got to do away with her. And that is good as payment for us. I don't know. This is kind of strange, don't you think? But let's continue to listen to what she had to say.
Some of these people, to be down with the cause, you got to sacrifice people, which is insane to me. So many things that I would never forget our conversation, ever forget our conversation about this industry. I mean, me being 17 and all this is in front of me, and it's a wow factor, you know, all these celebrities and, you know, the studio and video shoots. And
let me just replay that one more time because I can't believe my ear when she said, in that industry, in that music industry, you got to sacrifice someone.
This man man is so deeply spiritual, so connected with, himself and the worldly things that are going on. He just knew so much, and I'm grateful that I got that opportunity to have with him. And then we met up with Aaron after I got my nails and, hair done. We went to the hotel, and Aaron's extra, stress and pacing back and forth, and him and Pop start talking. So he's extra mean, extra just everything. And I felt like there was something going on. It's more than just business. Some of these people, to be down with the cause, you got to sacrifice people, which is insane to me. So to let you know, allegedly, when he was, going to this meeting, he was kind of pleading for my life,
Guys, I'm not completely shocked because I've heard that for a long time. That's a rumor that in the music industry, you got to sacrifice people from time to time. And I thought it was just that, a rumor. But now we hear in this video footage that she's saying that it's true, that there are sacrifices, human sacrifices in the music industry. How devilish is that, guys? That is scary as heck. Who would want to join such an industry? It's best for these young artists to just do their music independently and stay the hell away from the music industry, mainstream music industry. But now we've heard what she had to say. Let's now get into Aaron Hall and the videotape that he put out. Vlad TV did the interview with him.
A whole lot of there from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington. I like in public, you feel me? I like when to see how I like you speak to Jodeci or Puffy when
So he just implicated a whole lot of other people in watching him get down. So he said Jodeci, Puffy, Fat Joe, Denzel Washington, and he is naming names. I guess he didn't think this video would ever resurface again.
A whole lot of there from Jamie Foxx to like Denzel Washington. I like in public, you feel me? I like when to see how I like you speak to Jodeci or Puffy when they've been at my house. They all see me. I took her. Me and Gloria's cool. I'm a boss. I ain't gonna argue with you about no and you umbilical cord.
Calling young women an umbilical cord B word. How disrespectful. So in this part of the video, Gloria Velez confirmed that she was 16 years old when they started to date, and he was about 30 years old at the time. So it was a climate. It wasn't the Me Too or any of that, or you kind of date underage girls in the music industry. It was just the climate. That's how everybody in the music industry, I guess, was doing it. If you're a grown man of 30 or 37, you date the 14 and 15-year-old girls. That's why a lot of people said R. Kelly should not be the only one in jail.
I was actually in the studio and he recorded that. We just started dating.
You are lying.
I swear to God, I was 16.
A whole lot of girls out there with the umbilical cords, them young 1970s, 1980s. You know what I mean? They try to go up there with the, with the fresh out the shit. That's right. If they me, it's a big. Everybody know my son's mother. Everybody know that shit. I like for them to see how I like you speak to Jodeci or Puffy when any of them they've been at my house. They all see me. They all know I'm a big. So I just went there and just grabbed her hand and went inside the hotel and gave it to her. You feel me? A whole lot of niggas read about taking girls out to shop, taking girls to fly to Dubai and all that shit. Close your eyes, we anywhere. Big Pun, Fat Joe, Method Man, like whoever you speak to, just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand and went upstairs and I took her. Me and Gloria's cool. We got cool in 2 weeks. You feel me? I'm a boss. I ain't gonna argue with you about no shit. You umbilical cord.
I was actually in the studio and he recorded that. We just started dating.
You are lying.
I swear to God, I was 16.
Gloria had tattooed Aaron's right above in black, red, and green. Right above her vagina. Right above it with a parenthesis with an S. Right. Aaron's.
So in this section, he added that he didn't know that Gloria was 16 years old at the time and he was about 30. And what do you guys think? Do you think that he knew she was 16? Because They were going out. There's no way he can say that he didn't know the age of this young woman, Gloria Velez, and they were dating. Do you just date somebody and you don't know their age? So what he's saying doesn't make any sense.
Gloria didn't do no bad thing to me. I thought she was older. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes I see a puppy on the field when I'm doing dog training. I think it's a year old or 2 years old, and it'd be like 8 months. So I don't know.
I guess he reminded himself in that moment to cover his bases, to cover himself and put out a qualifying statement. So he says he likes to do it while other people watch. So he's like a voyeur slash exhibitionist. He likes to put his stuff out there and have other people watch. And so he's saying that a lot of people have watched him perform his acts on these young girls. And I'm surprised some of those young girls did not come forward and file charges. But he got in trouble in other areas, like assaulting one of his exes, and gotten into other lawsuits and other scrapes with the law. He also served some time in Rikers Island. I believe it was 11 months. And so he's not a stranger to the penal system. Gloria Velez has also accused him of physically abusing her, and I'm surprised she did not file charges before the New York statute expired.
I took her. Me and Gloria's cool. I'm a boss. I ain't gonna argue with you about no shit. You umbilical cord.
I must say, it was very disappointing to hear this man speak this way about women. But guys, there you have it. It's a throwback video from Vlad TV. Aaron Hall doing an interview with them, and that's what he had to say about Gloria Velez and some other women that he had intercourse with a lot of men witnessing, a lot of men in the music industry. And then Gloria Velez came out and said that she was supposed to be a sacrifice. And she had her interview with New Breed 404. And she found that out after he came back from a meeting where he was very distraught that he had to do away with her. So now we get to the part of the video where victim number 3, the alleged victim in P. Diddy's lawsuit, Ms. Doe, filed charges in New York that Diddy and Aaron Hall assaulted her. She said P. Diddy and Aaron Hall over 30 years ago took turns in arguing her and her friend. So according to Rolling Stone, they obtained the documents which was filed in a New York Supreme Court. And in the filing, Ms. Doe accused Diddy as well as Aaron Hall of the S.A. word. And you have to wonder, in that type of climate back then, with these men going out with these young girls, and Aaron Hall even admitted that he took it. He just led her to the hotel and he just took it. In that type of climate, it's not so far-fetched to believe Ms. Doe. Ms. Doe also sued P. Diddy just before the statute ran out in New York. And she named Aaron Hall in that lawsuit as a participant in her SA. So according to the lawsuit, Combs and Hall were very flirtatious and handsy with Jane Doe and her friend, offering them drinks throughout the night. She said at one point, all 4 of them retreated to Hall apartment. She, her friend, Diddy, and Hall. She said she was offered more drinks and coerced into having intercourse with Sean Combs while she was at Hall apartment. She said after the assault, she laid in the bed, shocked, traumatized, as she was in the process of getting dressed. She said Hall barged into the room, pinned her down on the bed, and essayed her. For those of you who might not know who Aaron Hall is, he was a member of the R&B group Guy, and he's also credited as a pioneer in the New Jack Swing era, the 1980s and the early 1990s. So Ms. Doe is saying that she was not the only one assaulted that night. Her friend was also assaulted. According to the lawsuit, she said she got dressed after the assault and ran from the house of Mr. Hall. Ms. Doe outlined in her lawsuit that when they were done with her, they turned their attentions to her friend and commenced to assaulting Jane Doe's friend. She said days later, Combs came to the house where she and her friend were staying and became very irate and allegedly assaulted and choked Miss Jane Doe out. She said so much pressure was put on her neck that she passed out. Miss Doe said Sean Combs was looking for her friend because he was afraid that a friend would tell the person he was seeing at the time, dating at the time, about the incident that had happened, the alleged assault that had happened. Miss Doe's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, said his client is in the process of securing her medical documents and witness statements. So, guys, drop your comments. It looks like if everyone is lawyered up, everyone mentioned in these lawsuits. Hit the like bell before you leave the page and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. I'll see you all in the next one. If I have any updates concerning this matter, I'll let you guys know. See you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.